yogis, welcome to today's class. I'm very excited for you to join me today. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that we will be practicing crow at the end of the class. So if it's something that you've never tried before, you're still working on, I'd really recommend having a block nearby. In this particular instance, a shoebox probably will not work because we will be standing on it. So if you want an alternative, find something that's stable, that's sturdy, that you're going to be able to stand on. We're going to use it as a little perch. All right, so let's get started. We're going to get started in extended child's pose today. Swing those hips around and let them sink down towards the heels. We can opt to have the knees together, or we can have them nice and open, letting that belly fall right between the thighs. Reach the fingertips to the top of the mat and drop that forehead down. Let the cervical spine release. Close the eyes and just really start to bring the attention to the breath here. Feel the air swirl around the back of the throat. Sink all the way to the belly. The belly expands as the air fills and lifts up through the chest. We feel the back expand as well. And when we exhale, we find ourselves sinking just a little bit closer to the earth. Take another inhale and exhale through the nose. On the next inhale, let's lift ourselves up, and exhale, we'll find ourselves in down dog. Start to pedal those feet out, first down dog of the day. Take our little doggy for a walk. Alternate releasing one heel to the mat, bending the opposite knee. Play around with it, move those hips, just warming up the body. And then reach both heels down towards the mat. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Make sure we have the correct distance between our hands and our feet. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank again. And let's hold here for a moment. So spread those fingers nice and wide. Press in between the pads of the fingers, the palms. Body weight equally distributed into both arms. Stay strong here. Deep inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank one more time. Drop those knees, modified plank. Slowly lower the heart. Elbows move back up against the ribs. Inhale, push up and open. Bhujangasana. Exhale, hinge those hips back. Extended child's pose. On the next inhale, let's walk our hands off the left side of the mat. Press the right hip away. Take a deep breath, expand into the right side of the body. Exhale back to center. Inhale, walk the hands off the right side of the mat. Little side body stretch here. Push the left hip away. Come back to center. Let's come up onto all fours. So we're going to move into dolphin pose, trying to open up in through the shoulders and in through the hips a little bit more. So then the hips are stacked right over top of the knees. We drop the forearms down. Opposite hands to those triceps. Really wrap the hands around. Make sure the elbows are the correct distance apart. Hands come back out to prayer. Tuck the toes. Exhale, lift those hips. So it's kind of like a down dog, but we're on our forearms. Keep those hips nice and high, and then let's lift the right leg up to the sky. Roll the ankle, wake it up. Exhale, draw the knee to the chest. Inhale, roll those hips open. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, roll open. Last time, exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, stack that right hip on top of the left. Drop the right foot. Opposite side, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, open up. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, knee to chest. Last time, inhale, stack that left hip on the right. Drop the left foot, drop the knees, hinge back, extended child's pose. Take a breath here. Extend those fingertips to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, sweep it to the top of the mat. Drop the left knee. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up. Exhale, hands come down. Tuck the back toe. Inhale, kick that right leg up to the sky. Exhale, draw the right knee outside of the left elbow. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, kick up. Last time. Exhale, step that right foot all the way to the top of the mat. This time, keep the left leg high. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands down. Step the right foot back, down dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, slowly lower the heart, Chaturanga Dandasana. Elbows are at a 90-degree angle. Come to the tops of the feet, lift up. Drop the knees, hinge back, extended child's. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, sweep it to the top of the mat. Drop the right knee. Inhale, sweep the fingertips for the stars. Exhale, hands come down. Tuck the back toe. Inhale, kick that left foot up. Exhale, knee comes outside of the right elbow. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, knee outside the left elbow. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, sweep that foot all the way to the top of the mat again. Right leg stays long. Push back through that right heel. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up. Exhale, come down. Step the left leg back, down dog. Hinge forward to plank. Slowly lower on the exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up and open, up dog. Drop the knees, hinge back. Extended child's pose. Let's come all the way up. We're going to roll onto our sits bones here, moving into Navasana boat pose. So we'll start to lean back onto those sits bones. Grab the backs of the thighs, roll the shoulders back and down, and then we're going to lean back, balance onto the glutes. Shins are parallel with the mat. Nice flat spine. Try to spread those toes nice and wide. If we'd like, we can open the palms to the sky. Hold here. Maybe we inhale, exhale, lengthen those legs. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, bend. One more time. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, bend. Crisscross applesauce. Inhale, open that heart for seated cat-cow. Exhale, curl the spine under. Cat. Inhale, roll the heart open, shoulders back. And exhale, curl under. Come back up. We're going to roll forward onto all fours. Extend those legs back up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, sweep it to the top of the mat. Anchor that left foot for warrior two. Spiral the hands up and open. Take a second, just check out, make sure that that right heel is in line with the arch of the left foot. Surf our yoga mat, spread those fingertips out. Right forearm comes down on top of the thigh. Left arm extends overhead. Big stretch from that left middle finger all the way through the outer edge of the left foot. Open back up, warrior two. Left hand at the base of the spine, right hand reaches up and over. Reverse warrior. Keep sinking into that right leg. The right hand can either release back to the thigh, or if it's available, we can release the right hand all the way to the mat or a block. Keep that left hand extending up to the sky. Try to position the left shoulder on top of the right. From here, pushing into that right foot, scoop that right arm all the way back up to the sky for reverse warrior. Last move here. Right forearm releases to the thigh. Left arm extends over the ear. Reach that right arm out. Engage that belly. Spiral both hands down to the mat. Pivot on the ball of the back foot. Kick that right leg all the way up to the sky. Roll the ankle. Inhale. Exhale, drop it back down. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pedal the feet out. Rotate that tailbone to the sky. Drop the knees, hinge back. Extended child's pose. Let's lift up onto all fours, and we're going to drop down to our forearms. So we're going to move into a forearm plank here. Opposite hands to elbows, always a good idea to make sure those elbows are the correct distance apart. And then we're going to extend the legs. Drop the hips low. And then let's roll over. So we lift the left fingertips up to the sky, and the right shoulder is stacked on top of the right elbow. Find your balance here. So lots of places we could be. We could have both legs long. We could take that left foot, place it in front of the right knee to kick those hips up a little higher if we need to. Wherever we are, deep breaths. Take that left hand, place it on the hip. Inhale, start to dip that right hip down. Exhale, push it back up. Inhale, dip. Exhale, lift. Inhale, dip last time. Exhale, lift. Roll back to our forearm plank, opposite side. Roll onto that left elbow, the right fingertips reach up to the sky. Right hand comes to the hip. Inhale, dip down. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Roll back to the forearms, drop the knees, and walk those fingertips back into extended child's pose. Let's take our hands, interlace them behind our back. Lift those fists up. Chest expansion. Release the hands. Extend the fingertips back to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. And then exhale, sweep it to the top of the mat, anchoring the right foot for warrior two. Spiral the arms up. Surf your yoga mat. So make sure that the chest and the shoulders are centered right over those hips. We're not leaning too far forward or backwards. I generally don't like to practice with a mirror. I think it sometimes distracts us. We start focusing on things that we don't really need to focus on, like how we look. But sometimes it can be helpful to make sure that we're in the right pose. Left forearm comes to the thigh, right arm reaches overhead. Right hand comes to the base of the spine, left hand reaches up. Left hand can either come back down to that thigh, or we can reach it back down to the floor on top of the block. Right fingertips reach up for the sky. All right, press into that left foot. Left fingertips bring us back up to reverse warrior. Right hand at the base of the spine. So traditionally, this is taught with the right hand moving down that back leg. I feel more comfortable placing my hand at the base of the spine. If you feel more comfortable tracing it down the leg, please feel free to do so. I'm merely offering suggestions, and it's up to you to decide whether or not you take them. Left forearm comes onto the thigh, right fingertips extend overhead. Option here, reach the left fingertips forward. Hands come down, pivot on the ball of the back foot, Step that left leg back. Pedal the feet out. Very nice. Shift forward to plank. Slowly lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Come to the tops of the feet, lift up and open. Drop the knees, hinge back. Extended child's pose. Beautiful. Let's all lift up to modified hero's pose. So hero's traditionally has the legs outside of the feet. But right now we're just looking for a gentle chest expansion. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Roll the shoulders open. Lift that chin slightly. Lengthen the arms. Deep breaths. Very nice. And release. Extend those fingertips back to the top of the mat. Let's create little teepees with those fingers. Lift the palms up. Press the fingertips into the mat. Drop that heart down. So this is a good place to open the knees and let that chest fall closer to the earth. Palms rest back down on the mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down dog. We'll look to the top of the mat. Walk or jump our way into forward fold. Exhaling. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend those knees. Slowly roll up. Stack one vertebrae on top of the other. Come to standing. The crown of the head is the last thing to lift. Hands come to heart center. Inhale. Let's lift that right leg up. The thigh is parallel with the mat. Foot is flexed. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale. Kick that foot back. Drop the heart into warrior three. Balance in through that left leg. Stay strong and steady. Dial those right toes down towards the earth. Inhale, slowly start to swing. Back up. Knee lifts to the sky. Exhale, kick back one more time. Drop that heart. Stay strong. Try to get the heel in line with the head, in line with the tailbone. Lift back up. One last time. Drop that foot down and sink down into chair pose. Sink the hips back. Take a glance down. Just make sure we can see those toes. Hands drop to the floor. Lengthen the legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, round down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Bend the knees, slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Opposite side, hands to prayer. Balance into that right leg. Left thigh lifts, parallel to the mat. Flex the ankle. Deep inhale, and on the exhale, we start to kick that foot back behind us. Drop the heart. Grip the earth with those right toes. Dial that left hip down. Inhale. Sweep back up, bend the knee. Exhale, kick back. Slowly. Take your time. And last time, bend the knee, inhale. Lift back up. Drop that left foot down, sink the hips into chair pose. Drop the hands back down to the floor. Lengthen those legs. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, round down. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, round down. So right from here, staying in our forward fold, let's heel toe those feet open. So they're a little bit wider than hip width apart. The toes point out, the heels point in. So you're going to find out where exactly you want your feet to be once we sink down into this pose. So drop the hips down, open the knees out to the side. We want the heels to touch the earth. So maybe we need to creep those feet in a little closer. Maybe we need to open them farther apart. Press the palms together. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Let those elbows guide the knees open. If we need to, we can always have a blanket underneath of the heels. We can also always place a block underneath of the hips. And if this bothers our knees, we just don't do it. Baddha Konasana is another nice way, butterfly pose, to just open those knees, open the inner thigh. Great alternative to this. Deep breath. Drop the hands back down, lengthen the legs, and heel toe those feet in. Round the crown of the head to the earth, forward fold. And then let's just drop the hips down, come into our yogi prayer squat. So we're going to move into crow pose, okay? Crow pose can be very disorienting if you've never tried it before, and even if you have, it still is disorienting. It's very strange to have your head floating down towards the mat with your feet lifting up behind you. If we'd like, we can practice with a perch, the block I mentioned earlier in class. So what we're going to do is use this to bring our hips higher up into the air. So a few things to remember. One, the first thing that we're going to have to try to get by is fear. Fear that we're going to fall forward, that our face is going to land right into the floor. Totally fine. Guess what? Probably no one's around looking at you. If you're really concerned about it, you can place a pillow right underneath of your face. Second is this takes a lot of core work. Pulling up through that pelvic floor, pulling the belly button towards the spine. I say it a lot, it's very important, but it engages those transverse abdominals. That's really the muscle that helps keep that core nice and strong and steady. Third is don't try to lift the feet up, okay? We become so focused on getting the feet up off of the block or off of the mat. That's not what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is drop the heart down more, and in doing that and lifting the hips up, the feet will naturally start to rise, okay? So take a moment. If we have our block, we're going to step right on top of it like a perch. Open those knees nice and wide. Move back just a little bit. All right, palms come out in front of us. Make the arms nice and long and drop that heart down so it falls in between the thighs. And we're going to bring our knees outside of the legs. So traditionally, this is taught with the knees pushing into the backs of the triceps. If you can do it that way, please feel free to. Otherwise, I find a lot of bruises on the back of my arms by practicing that way because I'm probably a little heavier than most yogis who try this. So I wrap my knees outside of the triceps. When we do this, engage the inner thigh and really grip on. So press the palms into the mat, lift those hips up nice and high, and start to lean forward. So the elbows move back just like in our Chaturanga Dandasana. Head starts to drop towards the earth, and then the feet float right up off of our block. Hold for a moment. Drop the toes back down. Roll the wrists. We're going to try it one more time. All right. Hands come back out. So what we want to make sure of, just like in our Chaturanga Dandasana, is those elbows stack over the wrists when we start to drop the heart, right? So again, lift the hips up nice and high. Start to move forward first. Find the elbows over the wrists. Then we start to drop that heart. Gaze is on the earth. Toes float up. Feet come back down. Sit the hips back down. Awesome job. Remove that block. Great. Let's go crisscross applesauce. Get some stretches in before the end of our practice. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, make a nice, another big circle. One more. Opposite direction. Inhale. Two more. Last one. Great. Let's take our hands, interlace them behind our back. Lengthen those arms. Roll the heart open. Lift the chin slightly. Deep inhale. And exhale. We're going to take that left leg, kick it out to the side of the mat. The sole of the right foot is inside the inner thigh. Point those toes to the sky. Rotate the right shoulder down. So it's basically stacked just above that leg, okay? That left arm starts to trace inside the thigh. The right hand can stay where it is. Or if we can keep from extending that shoulder up towards the ears, we can reach the right hand over top. Keep the heart open. Deep breaths. Come back up, place that palm behind us, point the left toe, sweep the left fingertips up to the sky and push the hips forward. Reach those fingers back behind. Beautiful stretch in the front of the body. And we'll come back down. Reach both legs out in front of us, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, reach up, drop the shoulders down. Exhale, start to hinge that heart forward. And release. This is a great place to have a strap. We would place it around the ball of the foot. We'll sit back up. Let's take that left shin. We're going to bring our arms underneath. Opposite a modification is to make a baby with those hands, like we're cradling the baby, right? Put the sole of the foot into the elbow of the opposite arm. Or if this works for us, this is what we do. Start to gently rock side to side, open in through that right hip. Keep that long leg extended out in front of us. Flex the foot. Then we start to lean back. This is optional, but it's fun to try. Pull up through the pelvic floor, pull the belly button to the spine. Maybe we reach that right leg up off of the mat. Toes are open, fingertips are open. Everything is active and lively. Drop the foot. Release the left foot outside of the extended leg. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist the belly button towards that thigh. Release back to center. Bend that right knee. Keep that left ankle stacked on top of the thigh. Maybe we scooch the hips a little bit closer to the heel to the hips. Just looking for another big stretch in through that left hip. Keep the left ankle flexed. Keep the chest proud, that spine long. And then release that leg, scooch the hips back again. Baddha Konasana, toe to toe, heel to heel. So this is what we were talking about, was a nice alternative to our garland pose earlier when we sat the hips down towards the earth. Roll the shoulders back, sit up nice and tall, open the soles of the feet. Inhale and exhale, start to draw the heart forward. And then round that spine if you'd like, nose to toes. This is about the point in time when we realize that it's time for a new pedicure, right? Up close and personal with those tootsies. We'll come back up, extend the right leg out to the side. Left foot comes into the inner thigh. Sit up tall, feel those sits bones plug into the mat. Draw that right shoulder down towards the leg. Extend the right arm and then reach the left arm overhead. Start to drop the shoulders down. Rotate the heart open. We'll come back up. Place that hand behind the hips, point the toes, and then sweep the arms behind us. The hips move forward. Drop the hips down. Both legs come out in front of us. Paschimottanasana one last time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly come back up. We're going to take that right shin, arms wrap under, or we could do cradle the baby if that worked for us last time and works on this side as well. Sit up nice and tall, gently rock side to side. Keep that left foot flexed. Keep the left foot long. Slowly start to lean back, completely optional. Maybe we lift that left leg up off of the mat. Keep breathing. And then drop that leg back down. Step the right foot outside of the leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale. Twist the belly button to the thigh. Release back to center. Start to draw that left heel in towards the glute. Scooch the hips towards the heel. Nice big stretch in that left hip one more time. Awesome. Uncross those legs, and then we'll sit crisscross applesauce last time. Sit up nice and tall. Float the shoulders right over the hips. Hands are on the knees, and let's just close our eyes. Feel that inhalation and exhalation through the nose. Just take a minute. Go through our body scan. Notice any changes. Jaw is soft, the brows are soft, shoulders are back and down. Maybe we've created a little space in our body, maybe we've created a little space in our thoughts. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Inhale, fingertips and chin lift to the sky. Exhale, hands come back down to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's always a pleasure. May the divine light in me embrace and inspire the divine light in you. Namaste.